Hi guys, I'm back again with one of our family favorite biryani recipes, chicken biryani. Tender succulent pieces of chicken in extremely flavorful rice. This is a no-fail recipe. Use bone-in chicken for this recipe. I'm using 3.35 pounds or 1.5 kilo. For the whole spices, use 6 peppercorn, 4 cloves, 1 chakraful, 2 green, 1 black cardamom, 1 teaspoon of Shah jeera, 1 cinnamon stick and bay leaf. Further add 2 tablespoons each of ginger, garlic and green chilli. Add 2 teaspoons of homemade biryani powder. You can also use store-bought. Then add 2 teaspoons of red chili powder and 1 teaspoon of haldi powder, followed by a tablespoon of salt. I had previously sliced 2 big onions and then browned them in a pan. I'm adding half of the quantity, which is about 1 cup of fried onions. For the fresh herbs, add a handful of dhaniya and pudina leaves, which is cilantro and mint. Add half a cup of yogurt and then add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. We are also going to add a little bit of oil. The oil helps in binding the masala to the chicken. Mix this really well so the chicken pieces are coated with the masala. We are going to let this rest for 30 minutes to an hour. For the rice, fill a pot with water, add 3 cardamoms, add cloves, 4 peppercorn, half teaspoon of Shah jeera and 1 cinnamon stick, followed by 1 tablespoon of salt and some oil. Optionally add 2 rinds of lemon and some green chilies. We are also going to add a little bit of dhaniya and mint leaves again. We need to cook the rice in this water, but first, I'm using 4 cups of basmati rice which was cleaned and soaked for about an hour in enough amount of water. Bring the water to a boil on a high flame. Close it for faster cooking. We are also going to drain the rice so that it loses any moisture. In the meantime, I am using 1/4 cup of warm milk and adding a few strands of saffron. Mix it well and let it rest until it's time for layering. Once the water comes to a rolling boil, add the rice that was drained. Be careful as the water can splash a little bit. Give it a gentle stir once so that the rice grains do not stick to the bottom. We are now going to let it cook until the rice grains are about 90% cooked, which takes about 7 to 8 minutes. In other words, the rice grain should break into 2 pieces, but it's not like completely soft. Drain and set aside. Now we are going to cook the chicken. On medium flame, add some oil. Once the oil is hot enough, add the chicken. Fry the chicken over high heat until the edges appear to be white, or in other words, the chicken is sealed. Turn the flame to medium and cook the chicken covered for 20 to 25 minutes. Note that we had not added any amount of water and yet the chicken releases some. By now the chicken should be fully cooked. It should be tender. Quickly do a taste test just in case and add the required amount of salt and chili powder if need be. Note that the chicken should be a little bit salty and spicier compared to a curry. Let's start layering. Add rice. Spread it all over the chicken. So sorry, but in between the layering, I decided to use my regular biryani pot. Spread the layer of rice. Now we are going to add some color. This is optional. Sometimes I don't add it because I'm a little careful with the kids. Followed by the sliced onions. You're going to finish the remainder of all the sliced onions. Drizzle 3 tablespoons of melted ghee all over the surface. You can also use oil or butter. And then add the kesar wala doodh or the saffron milk which we had prepared. Spread it all over the surface. I'm also adding about half a teaspoon of biryani masala and half a teaspoon of salt just for that extra kick. Followed by all the herbs, which is dhaniya and of course the pudina. Pudina gives the biryani its flavor and fragrance. I hate cleaning the doughy lid. So what I do instead is use a piece of foil and seal it completely so that the steam does not escape from the pot. Then cover it with its usual lid. Heat a tawa over medium flame. Once it's hot enough, crank the heat to medium low and place the pot on it. Steam it for 12 minutes or so. After which you can open the lid and the foil. Our biryani is now ready. Give it a good mix. Remember, the chicken is at the bottom layer and we have added the rice and all the goodness at the top. I served my biryani with cucumber raita, but you can also use some tomato onion raita. For a party, you can prepare the chicken ahead of time and then keep the layering and rice cooking for the later. If you like this recipe, let me know in the comment section. Stay fit, stay happy. Until next time, take care.